Hello, crafty friends. Welcome to my first ever live on YouTube and Facebook at the same time. What? It's kind of crazy. I hope that this works and that you will enjoy me for some time this evening. My name is Robin Armbrecht at Really Robin Stamps, and today is November 30th, 2022. It's the last day before December. See, I'm already thinking ahead. And it's important and kind of big in the Stampin' Up! World, which is kind of the reason for this video. So I wanted to do two things tonight. One, do some explaining about the last chance list and this amazing mini catalog that has a bunch of retiring items in it. And then the second thing I wanted to do was to share a sweet little pocket album idea with you that I think will be great for gift giving. So that is my plan. I hope if you get to see me live on YouTube tonight, since I've never been live on YouTube before, that you will leave me a comment, say hi, and it will be so great to actually be live with you. Now, if you haven't watched anybody else live before on YouTube, you have to be logged in on YouTube to leave a comment. So if it's not working for you, it's because you're not logged in, and that's something you have to access through your Gmail account. So that's how that works. And I'm so excited. So let's see. Oh, hello. Hi, Sherry. Hi, Carol. Hi, Lori. All of my fans are here. All three of you guys are so faithful. Thank you so much. All right, now look at me. I'm going to try to go to my table. Look how fast that went. I'm amazed. I know I'm behind the curve here, but this is pretty amazing to me. You're going to miss all those awkward camera turns, I think, right? And then I think you can still see me. How's that? So let's look at my table here. Hey, Laura. Hi, Dawn. Hi, Andrea. Hey, Judy. This is what we're going to talk about. This is the mini catalog. So this particular catalog has been active since July, and it is coming to an end here at the end of December. So most of you probably have this catalog. You know what I'm talking about. And it gets confusing because at this time of year and starting tomorrow, there's going to be a big sale called the Last Chance Products List. And what that means is we are transitioning, right? Transitions, part of life. And what we're doing is transitioning out of this mini catalog into the next one, which is this gorgeous purple mini catalog. Look how amazing that is. Have you guys already seen this? This is very exciting. See, I already have my list of what I'm going to order tomorrow. So as a demonstrator, I can order from this catalog tomorrow. I'm very excited. So this one is going to run January to April. Along with that, we're going to have another celebration that's going to be in January and February. So that is all kinds of good things to look forward to. So last hurrah for this catalog is called the Last Chance. It gets a little confusing because things don't all go in one direction. If you think of the transition and things moving, it usually happens in about 3 different ways. So some of the things are just leaving, saying goodbye, and we won't see them again. Some of the things in this catalog are going to carry over and still continue to be available either in the carryover page on in this book, or they'll still be online and you can purchase them. Some of the things are going to carry over in that they're going to come back again next time we have this seasonal holiday mini catalog. So they're going to go in storage basically for 6 months and come back out, and they'll be back in this book and available because they were such good sellers. So that's how that's working. Does everybody feel like they have purchased what they wanted from this catalog? Because I'll tell you, as I was prepping for this video tonight and I was looking through, I got a little sad because I have purchased several Christmas stamp sets and I feel like I haven't utilized them quite well enough yet. But some of the fall ones I have. Okay, so I have my annual catalog here just to remind you that this is like the main store. This has all the essentials in it. This has all the basics. This stuff stays mostly stocked most of the time. So this is your go-to catalog. These mini catalogs are kind of like little boutique pop-up sales. So that's why they're like more seasonal. And so they kind of come in and out, and this is our solid friend. So if you're new to the Stampin' Up! Catalogs, that's kind of how it works. And when we get to the last month of a catalog, that's when we get to talk about Last Chance. So there will be this PDF of my color-coded Last Chance list. It will be, I will tag it down below in the description box when it's done with this video, and you will be able to download it and look at it if you want to. But I went ahead and just color-coded by how things were discounted because it's easier for me to see it this way, and hopefully it'll make sense as we talk about it. So everything on the Last Chance list is basically all the things in here, and they're either on sale or not, but they're all going away except for a very few items that are being carried over, and that's what the carryover list is. These are only color-coded in 2 different colors, yellow and gray, because the yellow are the ones that are just going to come back in six, I guess it's actually 8 months in the next catalog. The gray ones we can still continue to get, so they're being carried over, and they're continuing is a better word. They're continuing. So let's open this up and take a look. I agree, there's so many things still wanting to order, and you'll see what I'm talking about here. So let's get to our first suite here. So here's how I coded my book. I'm going to zoom in just a little bit more. There we go. And I'll put my little cheat sheet somewhere, maybe here. How's that look? Does that work? We have our Sweetest Christmas suite. So anything that you see in my book that has the CO, that means it's carrying over. And then we'll use our yellow and gray. So that means that it's going to go away until next September when the next holiday mini catalog comes out. And then anything that is circled in color means that it's discounted. Oh my goodness. I just found this card that we had created together a while ago, and it reminded me of a very easy Christmas card. I still have to make my Christmas cards. I'm going to just throw that out there. I don't have them all done yet in typical fashion. I waited till December. That's what I usually do because that's when I get in the mood to make them. And here's a little box we just did with this suite a little while ago. I love candy canes. This particular suite is one that I purchased, and I will definitely be keeping it because I love this candy cane like striped paper, and I like the candy canes and that you can have one going in both directions. So very cool. All right. So here's where I think it gets confusing for people is when we look at the bundles when they're retiring. So this is the Sweet Candy Cane bundle, and normally a bundle is cheaper if you buy, I'm sorry, the stamp set and the dies are cheaper if you buy them bundled together. You get 10% off. But once we're on the last month of the catalog and one of those items is discounted, as in this case, it's cheaper to buy them separately if you were still going to purchase these. So using our little code here, this is 20% off. So these dies are now $28 instead of $35. And so you would not want to purchase them as a bundle. You would want to get these 2 things separately if you wanted them both. And oppositely, so this stamp set and dies, these are not on sale at all during the Last Chance list. They are just no longer going to be available after December. And so here's a case, since nothing's on sale, you would still want to get the bundle then so you could get save the 10%. I hope that makes sense. So ask the question if it doesn't make sense. All right, let's take a look. So this one is one of the ones I'm lamenting about because I just received it about a month ago, and I ended up not doing any stamping in November very much, or focused stamping, I guess would be better. So as I'm using this, I found that I loved this. I wish I would have purchased it right away. So these dies are fabulous. And in fact, the dies really stand alone. There's a lot of beautiful, solid, solid pieces in there. Oh, I'm not doing a good job. And then these beautiful outlines. And even if you didn't want the stamp set, these dies that are on sale would be a really good addition to just basic Christmas shapes. They're really, really nice. 40% off, so they're $19.20. So here's an example. This little item right here, which is kind of tucked off the page. These little envelope treat boxes, they're carrying over. They're going to be shown in the purple catalog, which is what I'm going to call it, the next spring mini catalog. And so you will still be able to get those and use those. I think they'll be really nice for Valentine's Day or some little kind of, I don't know, things that are small. Okay, so let's look at this page. This is page 14. Here's an example of a bundle that's going to come back next September when we have the holiday mini that comes out then. So they're going to go away and not be available for 6 months, and then they're going to come back and they'll be a returning favorite in this catalog. So this bundle is retiring. When they come back in the next catalog, they won't be bundled together anymore. They'll be still available, but they'll be separate. So most of the time when a bundle is released, it's only released as a bundle for the first year, and then it becomes unbundled in the next publication if it continues to be available. Okay, the mistletoe. Such a fun. This is on, these dies are on sale. A lot of the dies are discounted, I noticed in this last chance list. So the colors we are looking for, where'd my cheat sheet go, are the green and yellow, because green and yellow are 60% or 50% off, and these are the bargains that you're going to find in this book. And this page has some of the bargains on them. So this is the Santa Express suite. And these memory and more cards, which I am going to use in my little album here in just a second when I put it together for you. These are 50% off. So instead of being $12, they're $6. And you're going to see why you need to just go ahead and get those, I hope. The rest of the items in this suite, most of them are 30% off, and then the dies are 20% off. The paper is also 40% off. So I guess we have a lot of different discounts on this page, but that's kind of why I color coded it, so you could just kind of see what's on sale. So this was a fun one. I was reluctant to get this at first because I thought the paper was really busy, and then as I'm using it for this album today, you'll see, I think it is busy, but it's going to make this really cute album. I hope you're going to love it. I ended up buying everything but the bundle for this, and I was really glad that I did. Okay, so I'm not going to go through every single one, because I think once you kind of understand the basics of how this is working, you'll be able to look in your catalog and see. So this Santa's Delivery, the dies are on sale. So it's cheaper to buy them separately than to buy the bundle. So you don't want to get the bundle anymore. And that's the same with these Frosted Flurries dies. They are on sale. And the same with the gingerbread. So the dies are now on sale. I think this set of dies could be one that you could use without even having the stamp set for it too. All right, here's the first, the first bargain was those Memories and More cards. This is a huge bargain right here. These gold holly leaves, they're 60% off, regularly $7.50. They're $3 for 30 pieces. These were a carryover, a returning favorite from last year, and they're real sweet. You can just kind of tuck them under your little focal point clusters, and they're really pretty. So this stamp set's retiring, going away. It's not on sale, but this tag punch, which I'm going to be using, is sticking around. So we can still get it in the next catalog, and hopefully it'll move into the main catalog, and we'll find out this spring. So that's a carryover item. And then we've got our penguins going away. We've got this hybrid embossing folder is discounted. And we have a carryover item here. We can continue to use these wooden elements, these little textural elements, I guess they're called, but they're kind of that faux wood. So these dies right here, so that you can still get the items in this suite, except for these dies right now. These are being in the process of being shipped right now, so they actually are coming by the end of December. So if this is a set maybe you didn't get to this year, but you think I'm going to use that next year, you can go ahead and get the other pieces, and then these dies will be available right at the end of December. Okay, again, we've got some dies discounted. We've got these flat jingle bells are discounted. Those are fun little embellishments to have. The barn dies are discounted. Here's your third bargain, is this painted Christmas paper. This was a returning favorite. It's now 60% off, so you can get this whole pack for $4.80. Great, great Christmas paper. Actually, this stamp set is one of the few stamp sets that are discounted. $9.20. Oh my goodness. This Lights Aglow suite has some items that are going to come back as a returning favorite next fall. So we'll look forward to using that beautiful gold and vanilla trim and those festive pearls. Everything else is going away. This is the only thing that's actually 10% off. Everything else is a higher discount. So this is the Twinkling Lights dies, and those are discounted 10%. And then these are going to continue to be available. These are this great little greeting set. So if you make your Christmas cards early, unlike me, you can get this stamp set and use it all year round. Is there anybody else out there who hasn't made Christmas cards yet that's going to? It doesn't matter if you don't want to, but like you still intend to, but you haven't yet. I hope I'm not the only one. All right, this little Scotty Dog Punch is discounted for $13.30. So that's awesome. That's always good to have a punch. Such cute samples with that. I wish that I had that one, but I don't have that one. These little treat bags, instead of $10 for 10, you've got $4 for 10. These are really cute. They're like miniature luminary bags, so they're really easy to use. It would be fun to put those around a table. Windows dies on sale. The velvet sheets are on sale. Oh, good, Susie, you're working on yours. Judy! Hi, Judy! You haven't started yet. Pat, it's on her schedule, but not yet. You guys are making me feel amazing. Nicole, thank you. Julie, still working on your cards. You have 10. That's 10 more than me, Julie. Michelle has about 20 to make. Oh, good, with the Christmas barn set. Yes. You know, I'm one of those people, I can't really get things done early for Christmas. I'm not in the mood, and apparently I have to be in the mood to do it. Debbie's just starting to. Oh, you're waiting on goodies tomorrow. I am feeling better by the second here. Thank you. Thank you for sharing all of that with me. Yes, you're just starting. All right, so my next question is going to be, how many do you usually make? What's your cutoff point? How many do you usually make? Hi, Mary. Sherry just got started too. Tanya. Yeah. This is going to be a bargain. All right. One of the things I haven't mentioned yet is that also starting tomorrow, and actually this is like midnight tonight Mountain Time. So if you want to get off of this video, start your Christmas cards, stay up late, and get some of these bargains. Hey, that's a scenario you could follow if you wanted to. But one of the other things that's going to be available is they're going to release new items into the clearance rack. The clearance rack refresh starts or happens, it seems like 4 times a year. I'm not exactly sure. It's random. I don't ever know. We don't know when it's coming necessarily too far in advance. We get a little bit of a warning and we have no idea what's going to be in it, but it's usually things that have retired and they're at least 6 to 9 months old, sometimes older. So it's stuff that they have overstock of. They retired the merchandise and now they're going to put it on the clearance rack. That stuff goes so fast. So if you are a bargain shopper, and this is the, one of the reasons I'm doing this walkthrough is because we like good deals. You'll want to get on it right away. You'll want to look at those things. So in addition to regular clearance rack merchandise, there are a bunch of dies that were released this fall. They were with a Perfect Partners promotion. They created dies to go with some sets that were in current catalogs that weren't bundled before. So they became a bundle for like 1 month. I don't know if you remember that. And anyway, the Yeti set is 60% off. So this stamp set's $7.20. And then the dies are going to be on the clearance rack. So this is like bargain number 5 or 6. I don't know which one I'm on, but this is a good deal. It's kind of a unique stamp set, but this will be super inexpensive to get both of those, the stamp set and the dies. So that's going to be on the clearance rack. 50 to 60, 30, let's see. 175, 50. Sherry makes, hi Sherry, makes 70. Okay, that's about, yeah, that's about right. That's about what I do too. Well, I usually do about 100 to 150 actually. And I'll do actually a lot more this year because I have so many new customers thanks to you wonderful viewers and supporting me. So all right, let's keep going here. This embossing folder, you can barely see it in here, but it's on page 39. It's called Whimsical Woodland. It's super cute. It's little outlined trees. You can kind of see it in this sample here better than you can see the actual item. It is 60% off. It's $4. Big bargain. Love embossing folders. They last long time and they just bring so much joy. So that's a great deal. This beautiful scripty font of religious greetings for Christmas. This is carrying over. You can still get this. It won't go away. Snowflake vellum is on clearance. It's currently not in stock, and so it's kind of, we don't know if they're going to get it in time to be part of the sale, but it is technically part of the sale if it arrives at Stampin' Up. The gnome dies are going to continue to be available because there may or may not be a cute little gnome set in the next catalog. But they will not be going into the main catalog, so they're just going to be available for about 6 more months. And then here's another bargain right here, this Snowfall Accents Puff Paint. It's $1.80. So this is great for snow and adding a little bit of dimension on anything you want to look kind of puffy and white. Let's see here. All right, some more dies that are discounted, and here's another marked bargain. These are the wonderful snowflakes. These are just little iridescent die cut snowflakes that pop out, and you can just add them as little accents on your cards. They're $2.40. That is a bargain. I love those. They're so easy, very cute. You don't have to punch anything. You just pop them out there. We have some more carryover items. This stamp set, $8.40. And then this is probably my favorite suite in this whole book. It's not on sale, but it is going away, every little bit of it. So if you loved this paper, this bundle, we've done so many fun things with this great stamp set. All the love for the rustic harvest. This one will be hard for me to get rid of. I probably will go into the archives, I think. But this fun little embossing kit here, this will come back in the next holiday mini catalog. So that's good. We'll be able to, when we do more embossing for winter and fall. All right, here's another really good bargain. This stamp set is, let's see, 20% off. And the dies are 60% off. So this is one unusual case where these are both on sale. So you're going to get that almost, oh, I don't know, I can't do the math, but it's pretty cheap. It's pretty cheap if you need a fall set. And this beautiful Fond of Autumn, the dies are on sale. So you see how this is going, right? Apple set, we can still use the Apple Harvest. Those dies are going to be probably on the clearance rack. So look for those. This great black and white paper here, $8.40. Hello from Japan. Thanks for joining me. And we have these scary silhouette dies. I think I brought over one of my cards to share. This was a fun, lots of fun techniques that you could use with this little card, or with this stamp set and these dies. All right, I think we're almost there. All right, so here's some good news, because I wasn't done with this set either. So this, almost everything in this suite, except for the paper, is going to carry over and be in the next book, in the next holiday mini catalog, but these will no longer be bundled together. They won't be at a discount at 10%. So that's where you would have to make that choice if you want to save 10% now or wait and get it next year. And then this paper, which is a huge pack of checked gingham paper, was $30 for 48 sheets, and it's 18. So that's a pretty good deal as well. We have more dies. This fun to use stamp set is also carrying over. So we will get to, I love the house. I don't have anything like that. It's great. And I love that there's a happy anniversary stamp there. So that is one that I'm always needing. This suite is all 60% off pretty much, except for the stamp set. So great foiled paper. It's only $6 for this pack of foiled paper. The dies are $13.60. So this was a good deal here. Did I bring a card with that? I think I did. Upside down. Here's one with a little bit of embossing with that fun die set. So this stamp set's carrying over, but these dies are not. I can't explain that, but the dies are on sale. So you will see this stamp set again, but not the tag dies. And then this is being unbundled, and the stamp set's carrying over. We can still get this, and the Very Best Trio Punch, which I'm going to use in a minute, that is carrying over. We can still get that. All right, I think I made it. I made it all the way to the end. All right, so I didn't see any big questions about the last chance list. So if you think of something, you just ask, but I will again have these PDFs for you to look through. Let's do some stamping. What about the cardigan stamp set? Let's see. That one is at the end, wasn't it? I don't think it was on sale. Let's use the index. What is it called? Not this one. You're talking about the other one, the other sweater. Hold on. Give me just 1 minute. There it is. Forever Friendship. That's why I couldn't find it in the table of contents. Hi, Liz. It is not on sale. It's just retiring. All right, let's get busy and make some cards. Or not some cards, an album. So I found this inspiration for this idea from a YouTube channel called Pink Strawberries with a Z at the end instead of an S, Pink Strawberries. And I couldn't find her name, so I don't know, but that's the name of her channel. And she does all kinds of fun pocket things, little scrapbooky type things. It's a great channel. So if you want to go check her out, Pink Strawberries. And so I modified this a little bit, and I'm going to show you how to use Stampin' Up! Supplies to do it. So I took, what you're going to need is 2 pieces of 6" by 12" designer series paper or cardstock. I'm picking 2 different pieces, but you can certainly use the same piece. But I have this Santa's Express designer series paper that I wanted to use for this. So what you're going to do is, one at a time, you're going to make some score lines. And let me bring this over here, and I'm going to get rid of that for a second so you can see everything. So here are the little dimensions right here. So you need 2 pieces of 6" by 12". So what we're going to do first is we're going to score along the 12" side twice, and we're going to score at 5 inches. So make sure you're using your scoring blade if you're on your paper trimmers. You just want to make that impression. You can also use your bone folder and a ruler if you want to, or you can use your scoring board. And then you're going to measure at 10 inches, so another 5 inches away from the first mark. And you're going to score again. So we've got 5 and 10 inches, and then that leaves a 2" section right here. So you probably can't see that super well, but when I fold it, you will. Then you're going to turn it so that you're going to score along the 6" edge, and you're going to score at 1 3/4 inches, like that. Okay, so I'm going to do the same thing again because you do them both exactly the same. That's what I loved this simple project. So along the 12" side, I'm going to score at 5 and 10. And then 1 3/4 along the 6" side. Okay, you can put the paper trimmer away. So let's do our next step. Hey, Wendy. Hi, Vicki. We're going to cut out this corner right here, because we don't need it. So there's only one little section that is almost a square. It's 2 inches by 1 3/4. So we're going to cut that out on both of these. If you're using paper that has a pattern that is definitely one direction, like mine, you'll want to have it facing up like this, and cut across your piece of 12 by 12 this way. So now we're going to start to fold. So we're going to fold up along the bottom. So this is going to be like, it's going to make a folder basically. And then we're going to fold these like that. Okay, so everything kind of gets folded in the same direction. So this is going to be the inside of the mini pocket album, and this is going to be the outside. These are going to be the flaps. Last thing that we have to do is just separate these two flaps because I want it to look like kind of like a kid's file folder that you would have for school. And so I'm going to cut on that score line, and then I'm just going to cut a little bit on the side of each side of the score line just to give it more room. So it'll create a nice little gap there so that when I fold it, it won't get bulky right there. And you can actually do the same thing over here. Okay, so let's do this one. Cut on that score line in between. And then cut on either side. Just that little sliver, believe it or not, makes a huge difference. And then we'll do our folding. So you can use, again, the same pattern. So you can use one full sheet of 12 by 12 to do this. I'm just choosing to use two different ones just to make it a little bit different. All right, so you see how these are exactly the same. Now you do have some options here, and I'm going to show you an example. You can just do this album out of half of this, right, and make one. It'll make a smaller one, but it's really cool when these come together. And so you're just going to, having them the same way, where you've got the flaps at the end and the two folder flaps here, you're going to attach these two together like this. And what it's going to do is make another little pocket right here. And then you're going to have two pockets on this side and two pockets on this side. Okay, so let's make our folders. So I recommend whenever you're doing an album to make sure you use a strong adhesive. So these are my favorite choices for adhesive. The liquid glue, the tear tape, and the Seal Plus. I'm going to use the liquid glue because I'm going to be stuffing these pockets. I want to have the smallest margin along the edge of the folder. So I'm just going to put a little bit of glue. Let that sit for a minute. I'm actually going to leave this inside open, kind of like an actual file folder that you would use in school. But you can definitely glue those. Okay, and let's do this one. Okay, so I've got my file folders, and they're going to fold like that. And now we're going to attach. So this is going to attach right on top of here. So I want it to be a pocket, so I'm going to put adhesive on 3 sides and leave the top open. But first, let's make a little finger pull. I'm going to use the handmade tag punch to just add a little divot in there. So there's the adhesive on the 3 sides, and then we're going to just smash these together. And I'll have some time with the liquid glue to just have a little wiggle room to make sure it's nice and straight. Okay, so let me fold it so I can just make sure. Okay, pretty easy so far, right? I'm very generous with the glue tonight. I'm gonna have to go back with my little glue eraser. All right, so here's what we have. We have 1, 2 pockets, and then this pocket, and then 2 pockets, and then this ends up being the flap. So once you get this all glued together, it's time to just kind of go back and re-crease on all the score lines so that you can make sure everything is laying flat. Like that. And then what you're going to do, because you're going to stuff these, potentially, you're going to want to make one more score line, just like an 1/8 to a 1/4 inch, depending on whether you have cardstock or pattern paper and how much you stuff your pockets. You're going to want to put another score line here, right next to the one that's already there, going out towards the flap. So I'm just going to do another 1/8 inch. Sorry, you can't see that. So I just added another score line. And that's going to allow for stuffing. So now there's going to be like that. All right, so there's the direction. So the only thing that's left on here is the ribbon. You're going to want about 26 inches of ribbon to wrap around this if you're going to tie it closed with a ribbon. If you want to use some kind of other way to close this, that would be great too. You could use a little Velcro fastener, or you could use a little magnet. That would work out really well too. So this is what happens when you use 2 different pieces of paper. You get the flap to be a little bit different. But the other thing you can do, if you have, let me just show you a very plain one so you can see it without all the patterns. If you have one piece of designer series paper and cut it in half and use both halves, you can flip one so you've got 2 different sides showing, and that works really nicely too. I have an example of that. So here is just in gray so you can see the basic design without all of that pattern on there. And this one was done in cardstock, so it's a lot thicker. I kind of like the designer series paper for mailing, but this cardstock one would be a good option too. So I adjusted the measurements a little bit from the inspiration that I got from Pink Strawberries, because I wanted it to be able to fit into an envelope, and this fits into a regular invitation size envelope, which I really loved. So you can mail it. All right, let's do a little decorating, and let me show you this great Memories and More. If you've never purchased a Memories and More pack, they're really fun. You don't have to use them for scrapbooking, but you can. They're very versatile. I just like to decorate with them. You get 54 cards, 18 large cards. So here are the large 4x6 cards, and you get 3 of each. So you can kind of see what they look like. And then of course they're double-sided. This is kind of an old-fashioned color combination, don't you think? I think it's this petal pink color that's in here that makes it just kind of a little antique and vintagey. And then you get 36 of the small ones, and you get 6 of each. 6 of 6 designs. So here are the cute little cards. You can just plop these on a note card. So many things you can do with them. And then the backs are all great for writing, journaling, things like that. So I'm going to use some of these cards along with some of the stickers. You get 2 sticker sheets. You get 4 acetate sheets. So it's just clear plastic you can lay over a photo or over something that you've stamped on a card, like a background. That would be really pretty. And then you get 2 sheets of these great wooden elements that are all scripty words. And they're all different. So you can get all kinds of cards. And look at the snowflakes in there too. This pack, Lori, is, if you're talking about the Memories and More, it's called Santa's Express, I believe. Let's look. Yep, Santa Express Memories and More. It's on page 17. It's right here. It's such a small picture, you'd never know what you were buying, right? If you don't look at it. You can also get these cards. They weren't available, but when I looked on the inventory status, it said that they were, but you'll know when you go online if you put these in and they're not there, that means they're not available. But these are already printed cards. You can just plop things on them if you want to. I'm not using any of those tonight. I'm just using the kit. Okay, so what I've done is I've taken some of these, I picked out some that went with my design, and I'm going to alter them just a little bit to make them fit in my book. Now let me stay in camera here. So I like the look of this one. This has this similar colors. So I want to stick this in here, and I want to make it a little bit smaller. So a good size of what fits in here is 4 inches tall by 4 1/4, depending on your adhesive. So if you've used a thicker adhesive, like the Tear Tape or the Steel Plus, you're going to have to, your inserts will have to be a little bit narrower. So let me just take a little bit off of this. In fact, I'll just make it a square so you can see. So I'm just taking 2 inches off of the card, and then I can save that because I can use this piece on something else so that this little message will fit in here. And then I love this little Santa card. We're definitely going to use him. And I liked this one too. I love that this said Dear Santa. So I'm going to do the same thing here and trim this one down. And I think I'll put this in the front by the, and then we'll tuck Santa by the little Santa note. So, I mean, I hope your mind is kind of thinking, oh, what can I do with this? This is just a great little mini album if you want to add pictures, but it could just be a lot of different messages. If you have, you know, good friends or parents or grandkids, this is a fun way to just make your card extra special. Okay, I really liked the Holly Jolly Christmas, and I loved this C is for cookies, Christmas cheer, carols. This is my favorite card out of the whole pack. And what I did is I cut a piece of white that was 3 by 4, the same size, and I attached it at the top. But before I did that, I scored 1/4 inch at the top of my Memories and More card so that I would just have a little flip, because I thought this would be great because it's talking about Christmas and cookies, to put maybe a little Christmas cookie recipe right here, and then write a note, or let's say you've made Christmas cookies with people at Christmas time and you want to have that memory, you can have a little picture, a little, you know, little recipe. So that's going to go in here. And then I loved this card. I loved the outside and how it coordinated with all these papers. And the inside is just like one great big fun little journaling area. So I'm going to take that and I'm going to score it in half at 3 inches and just make like a little miniature card. And we'll stick that in this pocket here. So we have a little mini card. This piece here that I trimmed off of the Dear Santa. I'm gonna not let that go to waste. This fits perfectly into the tailor tags, the largest tailor tags. So I sent that through the cut and emboss machine and just made a little stitched tag, and then it has this nice little note on the back so you could stamp or write a note. So I'll stick that in there. And let's see, did we fill them all up yet? So we need something here. And I liked, you could put Santa. You might want to leave one blank. You can put a gift card in here. What other ideas do you have? So now that I've kind of figured out what I want to put in there, I'm going to show you how I'm going to close it. So I'm going to use ribbon, and so I need to make a hole in here, and I'm going to use my trio punch. So the first thing I'm going to do is get this square. So I have find the middle and do the rectangle first. So I've got the rectangle punch, and then I'm going to choose a corner, and I'm going to do the decorative corner. This is a really interesting corner because depending on which angle you put your cardstock in first, you're going to get a different look to the angle. It's almost like making crown molding. So I'm going to do it like that, and that's going to give me the rounded part on the top. Now I don't want to turn and do the other side here like you normally would, because it's going to give me the opposite. So you have to flip your paper and put it back in the same one to get the same design like that. So now I have matching sides. I'm going to put this Holly Jolly Christmas on the front, and then we'll have our flap meet it like this. Now I could have wrapped my ribbon underneath, and that would have secured the ribbon so it wouldn't fall. That's one idea too. But I'm going to just do it this way. And I'm looking for the real red ribbon. So you want your bow to set right on top of the little ribbon hole there. And so you want to put it from the inside to the outside. And then the bow will sit right on that. All right, so let's add a few stickers, and then we will call this done until we get our gift card. You can put another picture here. So I just tied some of that ribbon onto a paper clip so that I could put these together and have another little ribbon sticking out. And then let's decorate this little card with some stickers. I love this Ho Ho Holidays. And we'll put one of the Santas. that. And of course you can use these cute little decorative edges on the pockets. And we'll put some, so you know you can just go crazy at this point, right? Adding little embellishments to your cards and getting them just the way you want them to be. So on this last one, this is where I'll stamp the greeting. I'm going to use the Framed and Festive. These little countdown numbers are just so cute. Can't wait to do something with them. And then of course you can write on the back like that. All right, so I'm probably gonna add a little bit more to it when I think about exactly who it's for. I haven't figured out who it's for yet. But you get the basic idea of how you can fill the pockets using the cards, or you can just create your own little ephemera with your stamps. I love that. I think we need one of these over here too. And then of course we'd have to put some sparkle on here, use some of the sequins. So let me just show you another version. So this is the first one that I made with two different colors of this same paper, just to give you, just so you can see it in a different way. And then I made a mini version of this. If you didn't want to do this double, you wanted to just have simpler pockets, then you just do one piece of 6 by 12, and then you just end up with 2 pockets. And I thought this was, I loved this idea. So I made a little, like a postcard as the greeting card that you could write your message on. And then there's a little tag. And of course you can put a gift card in there. But it's a nice little simpler version, just using half of it. So that's pretty sweet. I love all the little words you can get in there. And, you know, I might put a little bit more on here to decorate it up, but this was my starting place. And then just to show you, I didn't decorate this one yet. I just made these. I used one piece of paper and flipped it like I said you could. So you've got the opposite on the back end. And so you can see how those pockets come together, and then you get the nice effect when it's closed that you have 2 different papers from the same piece. I got this inspiration from the YouTube channel called Pink Strawberries, and the Z on the end is a Z, not an S. Pink Strawberries. So when you're thinking about filling these, I mentioned a little bit, but here's the sizes. So you can kind of take a look at what fits in here. This is great for a little 3x4. This is like a 4x4 or 4 1/4 by 4. You can make tags that are 4 inches tall, different widths, and have amazing fun with it. So this will be a tutorial in a PDF form at some point. It won't be up tonight, but perhaps tomorrow. So if you think you might want to try making one of these. You will have the pattern very soon, or you can just rewatch the video because it's pretty simple if you haven't all made it. Did anybody actually stamp along with me? Leave me a comment if you did that. Let's see. These are fun. I hope that you make one, and I hope that if you still have shopping to do and you try anything on the last chance list, that you get some good deals. And if you don't need anything, I'm really jealous if your shopping's all done, right? And you don't need anything for Christmas. That's pretty amazing. I hope that you're headed that way. I do have a new Hostess Code for the month of December, and there will be a free card class this month. So you will get all the supplies to make cards, and I will have a video that will walk you through making the cards. So that is your reward this month. With a $50 or more order, you'll be invited to my free class. And I thank you so much. Thank you for watching me live tonight. And I truly hope you try this album, and I will look forward